Assalamualaikum. Today I will present my final year project. My title for this project are Development of Drone Navigation System for Fertilizing Durian Tree. Okay, my name is Sharafina Soleha binti Salihuddin. My matric number B0118100064. My supervisor name is Dr. Muhammad Khairi bin Muhammad Nur. Before I present in more detail, I will explain a bit about background for my project. First, drone is one of the technology used to increase quantity and quality of agriculture product. Second, to adapt drone technology for smart durian farming, it should have a system that can navigate autonomously to avoid natural obstacles such as tree, branches and leaves, while on the same time can do fertilizing tasks for durian tree. This is my problem statement and objective. Problem statement. Durian trees, especially from leaf growth stage until durian trees preparation for flowering stage, require proper care and foliar fertilizer in the right quantity, referring to the frequency of fertilization each month. Moreover, at this stage, only 50% of durian trees will survive if not fertilized properly. Drone is an unmanned aerial vehicle used to help optimize agriculture operation, increase crop production and monitor crop growth. Because of that, to facilitate the fertilization durian trees and reduce worker fatigue, drone can solve this problem. Objective. The objective of the project are as follows. First, to study the application of agriculture drone. Second, to propose proper spraying method on durian trees. And third, to analyze navigation system. Next is scope and limitation. First, only study on navigation strategy for fertilizer around tree and assume no wind indoor. Second, to no real fertilizer carried during simulation. Objective achieved. For objective 1, to study the application of agriculture drone, and objective 2, to propose proper spraying method on durian trees, I have achieved in PSM 1. For PSM 2, this semester I focus on objective 3, which are to analyze navigation system. Gambar rajah 3.14 iaitu jarak yang sesuai untuk pokok durian ditanam iaitu 10 meter antara pokok. Dan gambar rajah 3.15 adalah jarak yang dianggarkan antara drone dan pokok iaitu 4 meter. Planning algorithm to find a motion plan and avoid the obstacles set are detected during navigation. I will present project in sampling based algorithm for optimal motion planning RRT star. RRT star enable real-time navigation in dynamic environment. Example, in environment with obstacle that unpredictably appear and it will move. RRT star will update the remodels a single graph and its shortest path subtree over the entire duration of navigation. Sebelum saya terangkan result saya ini, saya akan menerangkan dengan lebih detail mengapa saya memilih metod ini. Assalamualaikum, saya Sharafina. Saya akan menunjukkan perbezaan antara Random Tree, Randomized Kinodynamic Planning RRT dan Sampling Based Algorithm for Optimal Motion. Okay, first kali Random Tree. Random Forestry RFT is a machine-based decision-making system. Random Tree RT belongs to a machine learning approach that classifies the assemble. The word assemble involves a strategy which predicts a comparing multiple different baseline model with their projection. Random forests are composed of multiple independent decision trees that are trained independently on a random subset of data. Okey, maksudnya bila dataset, okey, kita akan ada decision tree lah. Okey, result pertama, result kedua, result ketiga dan pelbagai lagi. Okey, macam ni ada decision ada 3. Okey, dekat sini kita boleh tengok 3 perbezaan antara random tree, RRT dengan sampling based algorithm. Okey, untuk obstacle type ataupun halangan daripada start into goal, kita boleh pilih ada spark, ada narrow passage macam ni dan ada juga concave macam ni. Okey, number of node to add, kita ada juga pilihan itu 1, 10, 100, 700 dan 500. Okey, contoh kita akan tengok dekat untuk narrow passage macam ni. Dan exploration bias ni, kita anggarkanlah agak-agak macam 0. Okey, lepas tu untuk goal radius. Goal radius ni, dekat goal tu kita nak punya keluasan radius dia berapa. Okey, lepas tu Dia juga boleh, kita boleh pindahkan lah mana nak letak goal supaya kita boleh nampak perjalanan antara start ke goal perjalanan drone tu akan pergi. Okey, kita try untuk random tree dulu. Okey, kita start dengan 1. Okey, kita tambah lagi 1. Okey, kita tambah lagi 1. Okey, yang kita boleh lihat dia, okey tak apa, kita tengok lagi. Okey, tambah 10 untuk lebih cepat dan banyak. Okey, tengok dia tak bergerak, dia macam berkelompok sebab dia adalah random tree. Dia tidak bergerak, dia berkelompok dekat situ sahaja. Dia punya final result dia. Okey, kita try untuk 100 pun dekat situ juga. Kiranya dia tidak bergerak ke goal. Dia tak ada perjalanan kepada goal tu. Okey, kita try RRT. Okey, untuk RRT kita try 1. Okey, lepas tu try 10 untuk lebih cepat tengok. Okey, tambah 100 lagi. Okey, dah 12 note tapi goal not yet reach lagi. Okey, dah hampir dah 108 note tapi belum sampai kat goal lagi. Okey, kita tambah lagi. Okey, dengan 207 note kita dapat capai 41. Dia punya, tapi kalau kita tengok perbezaannya, garisan tu tak sekata. Okey, kita try untuk sampling based algorithm for optimal motion iaitu RRT star tu. Okey, kita tambah, kita tengok perbezaan dengan RRT tadi. Okey, tambah 100. Okey, dah capai. Okey, dengan 212 path length dia 31.76 dan dia punya garisan lebih straight line compare ke RRT tadi. Okey, tengok RRT punya line dia macam tak straight sangat tapi path length dia lebih tinggi iaitu 41 compare dengan sampling based algorithm for an optimal motion planning ataupun RRT star tadi iaitu 31.76. Ini adalah result menggunakan sampling based algorithm for optimal motion planning RRT star di MATLAB. From the diagram above, we can see that the black color is an obstacle that must be passed by the drone starting from coordinate 2, 1 and heading to the endpoint which is 12, 10. Next, a red line to show the route travelled by the drone from the start point to the end point. Furthermore, the blue line is the result of using RRT star as the way to avoid obstacle along the way. The total distance is 10 meter. That is the distance between the tree. Nowadays, the RRT algorithm is one of the most popular path planning method for UAV delivery. Although the search of RRT is fast, the planned path is generally not be the optimal path. The improved RRT star algorithm improve the way. However, sampling-based path planning algorithm RRT star obtain the information of obstacle in the environment through collision detection of sampling point. They avoid the problem of direct description of space and can be better solved to path planning problem of UAV in high dimension space or under complex constraints. The basic idea of RRT algorithm is to form a random tree by random sampling in the search space. We need to find the node closest to the sampling point on the random tree and then intercept a specific step in the direction to the sampling point as the new node and perform collision detection. If there is no collision, we add the new node to the random tree. By repeating the operation above, we can quickly search the free space until getting a collision-free path from the initial point to the target point. This result to show diagram more large and complicated map. From the diagram above, we can see that the black color is the obstacle that must be passed by the drone starting from the coordinate 3, 3 and heading to the endpoint which is 45, 35. Next, the red line in the diagram is to show the route travelled by the drone from the start point to the end point. Furthermore, the blue line is the result of using RRT star as the way to avoid obstacle along the way. Adalah bentuk halangan atau obstacle dalam bentuk 3D. Daripada gambar rajah ini, kita boleh lihat titik berwarna merah adalah titik mula iaitu koordinat 50, 154 dan titik hijau adalah titik akhir iaitu 150, 154. We can see that the improved RRT star algorithm completes the planning with the least number of extended nodes, the shorter path length, and the least search time in the simulation process of randomly distributed obstacle 3D map, which is in line with the expected experimental result. Sample-based path planning algorithms such as probabilistic roadmap (PRM) and random tree RRT have shown successful and contain theoretical safeguards such as the probabilistic exhaustively, but the formal quality examination of the answer given by the such algorithm, for example based on number of samples, have been devoted little effort. New methods, specifically sample-based algorithm for optimal motion planning (RRT star), were introduced, which are proven to be asymptotically optimal such that the cost of the return solution nearly certain coverage to optimum. From the picture above, we can see the difference between using sampling-based algorithm for optimal motion planning (RRT star) and rapidly exploring random tree (RRT). As we can see in the picture, there are different values for the path length for the two methods. The first picture is the decision make using a 212 nodes and get 41 for the path length using rapidly explore random tree (RRT). Next, the second image is the result of using sampling-based algorithm for optimal motion planning (RRT star), which is with 212 nodes, same as the test for RRT, but get 31.76 for path length. This has proved that using RRT star can reduce the length of the road and the line is also straighter compared to the RRT method. RRT star are uniform sampling decrease the likelihood of nodes being selected from the short passage. Just a few approaches to the problem of finding the best way across narrow passage have been published. Conclusion. We can see that the RRT star algorithm completes the planning with the least number of extended nodes, the shorter path length, and the least search time in the simulation process of randomly distributed obstacle 3D map. In the navigation environment, road planning for an unmanned aerial vehicle guarantees that the dynamically possible and collision-free path is planned between a start and an end point. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.